Good morning. Good morning on this Giving Tuesday 2021. We are grateful for the opportunity to come to you again with a thriving Tuesday Moments of Encouragement. Today, we will be talking about uh, something that typically happens during this time of year if we're not careful. And just wanted to remind you that there is not a time when we should be in a place where we are competing or comparing with anyone else. It does not help us. It does not do our lives any good. And so we are grateful for those who are here. Good morning, my brother. How are you, bruh? Good to see you here. The rest of you, as you come in, please say hello so that I can say hello to you. Good morning, sunshine. That's funny. That Ronnie, my brother said good morning, sunshine to me, and then sunshine showed up. That's wonderful. What a wonderful day. Good morning, my joy. So, listen, I'm going to read what Romans 12:6 says from the Message, and that will kind of propel us into this discussion. And it says, let's go ahead, just go ahead and be what we are made to be, without enviously or pridefully comparing ourselves to each other or trying to be something we are not. That kind of sums it all up. This season makes people make decisions that are not about who they are. It's about how they want people to see them. I look at these commercials and I see all of the things that people are running out to try to do and to top last year's gift and to make sure that this in their minds post-COVID world that I'm giving and doing greater than I've ever done before. And it's not because their hearts are there. It's because they want to make sure that they look good to others, or that they don't look like they're not prospering. I remember when I was growing up, it was always funny to me that people would come home to visit, but they knew that if they came home to visit and they hadn't been home for a while, they had to show up in style. It didn't matter if they were broke. It didn't matter if they couldn't pay attention, let alone pay their bills. They were going to show up looking like new money, even if they had none. All because they were in a place where they felt like they needed to compete, not necessarily with someone else, but sometimes to compete with your image of yourself, the image that you want people to see of you. And we're all guilty of it. We're all guilty of doing things for image sake, doing things because we want people to see us a particular way, doing things because we don't want someone to not see us a particular way. So, my encouragement for us today is don't compare, don't compete. Be you. You're enough. You don't have to compare with someone else. If this is not your year to give a multitude of gifts, call people up, tell them I love you. This ain't my year, but if I can do it another time or before the year is out, I will love on you with what's in my heart. But today is not that day. This year is not that year. And if people love you, and I mean truly love you, they get it. They're not expecting. They know that whatever we give or get or do for each other, it comes from a place of love. It is not a place of I got to do it for you because I'm comparing and competing with somebody else. I'm finding myself fighting that myself. I look at the numbers that are on that say that people are watching, and I know that what I'm trying to give to us is great encouragement. But I don't want to compete or compare myself to anybody else, because what God has given you, what God has given me, is what God gives, and it's our responsibility to give it back, but not our responsibility to compare how others are doing. There's no comparing a TD Jakes and a Veeencouraged. It's just not a comparison. And there's no reason for me to fight myself internally trying to figure out how to be something that is not the assignment I've been given. So what I'm coming to say to each of you is, do you be the best you can be? It's enough. And while it may not be what someone else is doing, it may not garner the response or the focus that somebody else is getting, it doesn't matter. You just do you to the best of your ability. I am enough. That's right, Dr. Washington. We cannot be, right, brother, pretentious. There's no reason for it. Listen, if we have survived so far what's going on in this world, then we got to know we're here for a purpose. And I tell you that all the time. But that purpose is our purpose, yours, mine, not to be compared or to compete with anyone else. We waste so much time competing and comparing that we waste the time we could be doing good, trying to figure out how to be better than someone else. Be the best you can be. Whatever gifts, whatever skills, whatever it is that God has given you, use it for God's glory. Use it to be the best you can be. I know there are people who watch who are not churchy. So when I say to God's glory, that means that is the progenitor, the one who created you. And if God created you, be the best creation that you can be. Good morning, Sister Hall. You're right, Joy. You can be you, and no one else can be you but you. Good morning, Sister McClellan. So listen, my encouragement for us today as we begin this roller coaster ride called the consumerism of Christmas. Good morning, Sister Benson. The consumerism called Christmas, as we have gotten through Thanksgiving sales and Black Friday, which is crazy to me, and Cyber Monday and Small Business Saturday. And I hope that even though Small Business Saturday was Saturday, that you will consider, if you're buying, to do it from small businesses as much as you can. Be a blessing to them as they try to stay open in this season. Small Business Saturday and Cyber Monday and Cyber Monday's overflow, which flowed into today, which is Giving Tuesday. We know that all of this weekend up until today is a big push for people to give and to do. And there's nothing wrong with giving and doing, but not to be pretentious, not to say I'm giving more than somebody else, not to say I want to be noticed, but to give from your heart, to do from your heart, to do all of this season in a place that's your heart. If you don't feel like decorating, don't do it because you think somebody else is expecting it. It will only be a chore. It will not be from your heart. Don't cook a bunch of food and have a bunch of people over because you think that's what people expect. Be safe. Take care of yourself. And only do that which comes from your heart. Because if you do it for any other reason, it won't be felt because you won't be doing it authentically. So listen, don't compare, don't compete, be you. Give the best of who you are in the way that you can do it and know that it's enough. Before we leave on today, I want to let you know that one of the things that I'm trying to do is to make sure that Veeencouraged Ministries, that does not ask for anything online for Veeencouraged at this point, because we're not in that place yet where we're going to begin our conferences and then we will need it. But we do want to be a blessing to others. So I am asking that on this Giving Tuesday, if you will go to Givlify and put in Veeencouraged Ministries, you will see there how you can give. Whatever you give by 8 o'clock this evening, I will give by 9 to a local faith-based ecumenical. I will not let it be any denomination, but an ecumenical group that is working to help others. I have a couple in mind, and that's why I don't have them here, because I don't want to pretend to promote them or have people to think that we're giving, and then if people don't give, then I've told I've not been truthful and not been authentic. But if you will give, no matter what the denomination is, there's no gift too small. If you give through Givlify, then whatever we raise by 8, I will give before 9, and we'll add what will round it out to that gift, and we'll let the Veeencouraged Thriving Tuesday community know that we have given this amount and to whom. So listen, have a blessed day. Be you. Don't compare yourself, whether it's at the job, whether it's at church, whether it's anywhere, whether it's on this book of faces, this, as my friend said, the blue app. Don't let the blue app or Instagram or Twitter or any of those things, that those social media platforms, make you feel like you've got to compare and compete with someone else's vision of what goodness is. There's a song by Jonathan McReynolds that says comparison kills. I wish that you would listen to it on today. There's always someone saying that things are wonderful in their lives, but all we see is the surface. We don't know the struggle. So don't compare yourself with what you see on the surface, because you really don't know what they're going through or why they feel the need to show you all of these things that they are doing, all because they want to have the care from a social media platform. So I'm asking you to go listen to that song and let it kind of permeate your spirit, kind of just marinate in there, so that as you move forward in this Christmas season, you will remember that comparison kills. So don't compare. Don't compete. Be the best you can be. Remember to give if you can on today, so that we can be a blessing to a nonprofit on this evening. If you can, please do it. If not, just pray. Pray that each nonprofit that is out here today will be blessed by Giving Tuesday, including your churches. For those of you who have not been giving, go on and give to church today, so that you can be a blessing to the people whom you are in fellowship with. God bless you. Heaven smile on you. Do not compare. Do not compete. You are enough. Just be you, and be encouraged. See you soon.